Hello everyone, I'm Sean.
This is Hoon.
And we are the Courageour Frights, back once again for another movie review.
Yeah, from Montreal, the beautiful city of Montreal.
Yes, so we're still back at this hotel room.
Yeah.
So this is day 2 of our Fantasia Fest.
Fantasia Fest expedition, I guess you can say.
Yes, so the film we're reviewing today is a film from last year in Korea.
Yes.
So in English is Brave Citizen.
Brave Citizen, which I think this might be the North American premiere.
Yeah.
So,
as far as we know.
yeah, we had like a, what do they call it, a short that was earlier, but I don't know if I like the short very much. But
yeah, what even was the short called?
It's called like Back to the Future or something. I don't know.
Little known Korean film named Back to the Future.
No, it's called like The Future Is Now.
The Future Is Now. So that was just about some guy that was racing through the streets of Seoul.
Going back and forth between, how many times do you say fuck multiple times? Like,
in multiple
Korean
languages.
And English.
Yeah.
So it was like basically that, and then it was like, and then it just ends.
And and then he finally, he's chasing this guy that like betrayed him or something, and then he finds him at the end.
Yeah.
On a pier. He crawls up out of the ocean.
Yeah. wearing
an Apple
Apple Vision like the 3D thing. That
and our theory was that he must have been wearing that. He just walked and fell off the pier, and then he swam up on the other thing, and then he just gets the shit kicked out of him by his friend.
He literally says he has no more money. It's because he bought that and then walked into the ocean, walked into the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
That was it.
All right, so that was basically that movie.
Yeah.
So do not spend...
Yeah, that was not good.
Yeah, don't spend your 10 minutes watching that.
Yeah.
So the actual movie, Brave Citizen...
Yeah, I got the synopsis here from the website AsianWiki.com.
It's the only place you can get information.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, So Shi-min was a promising boxer during her student days. She now works as a contract teacher at a high school. Her only goal is to become a tenured teacher at the high school. To accomplish her goal, she maintains her tunnel vision and ignores troubling situations at the school. Nevertheless, she confronts Han Soo-kang, who frequently gets into fights and is most troubled student at the school.
Okay, so it's basically every teacher's dream.
Yeah, every teacher's dream.
To just beat the shit out of their bullies.
Yeah. And this one's more like, when we're talking about bullying, this is like hyper-realistic bullying.
This is the John Wick of high schools.
Yeah. Like, this guy's like putting bags over your head and just knee kicking people.
Yeah, he sticks a garbage bag over somebody's face, and then he just decides to do a flying knee strike right into his head. She blocks it.
He's like beating up the local old women with selling kimbap.
Kimbap, yeah.
I'm like, what the heck's going on?
Yeah, it's pretty severe.
Yes.
So the main character is like a former boxer.
Yeah.
Like an MMA fighter or something.
Yeah.
And she's decided to retire from doing all that and go into teaching. So she's like a temp working her way up to being a permanent teacher.
Yeah, and just one of those things where I guess in Korea it must be a temporary... You want to be tenured, basically, because it's like... That's where you know you're in the system, basically.
Yeah, you're trying to get a full-time position.
So she doesn't want to she doesn't want to risk that. So they're like, you just got to ignore everything that's going on.
Right. It's like one of these situations where she could just beat the crap out of this kid.
Yeah.
But the problem is that this kid's connected with everyone.
Yeah.
So his parents are big shots. He has some connection to the legal system.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. So you got to tactfully deal with the situation.
Yeah. Between her trying to not to tell on him because she wants to keep her tenure, but all the teachers tell him don't do this because we just turn a blind eye on this kid because he's the king of the school, I guess.
Yeah,
king of everything.
Much. So they get around that by she ends up wearing a cat mask.
Yeah.
And it's kind of almost a superhero persona.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a superhero movie combined with just a martial arts film.
Yes.
With the high school dynamic. It's a comedy action film.
Yeah.
It's not to be taken super seriously.
Yeah. And I think the main character, I believe, or the main actress is Shin Hye-sun, which apparently she's been in a lot of movies and stuff recently. A lot of people have been saying she's been a pretty good performer. She does a really good job in this movie.
Yeah. Yeah, she's really good in this. Actually, all the
which actually
actors
that's who that is.
in the poster.
So.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I really like this one.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun film. It's more of the action comedy type thing. There's been quite a few of these like Korean high school action movies.
Yeah.
I think it was a few years ago, like probably 20 years ago. There was like Volcano High and like all this other kind of crap that was similar to this. So this is a little more toned down than that,
I mean, if you're watching this and you're thinking it's like, this might be like an anime type of thing, this came from a webtoon, so
yeah,
it's has that type of action type of thing,
right? Which is common for Korean films. So a lot of Japanese things come from manga. Korea tends to use a lot of webtoons for their inspiration. Yeah. So I would definitely recommend this.
Yeah, this is really good. So if you get a chance to see it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Like, apparently, this is the #1 film according to like some of these reviews on this Asian wiki site. I think this was the #1 film in Korea in Netflix.
Probably when it came out.
Yeah, on their Netflix. Because apparently, it came out in 2023.
I think October. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's been out for a little while.
It's not out in the U.S. yet, but it probably. I'm assuming it's going to be out pretty soon. Mm-hmm. Like, this is a good watch. This would be a really good watch. And you want to see like I guess nowadays is a strong female character. Yeah. This does a really good job with that, actually. Right. At least I think so.
Yeah, well, it's explained why she has these abilities and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I would definitely recommend this. Yeah. So, anything else we want to get into with this?
Yeah, without going into any major spoilers. Even though it's really, if you just listen to what we were talking about, you probably can get what was going on in the whole movie.
Yeah, it's not too hard to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, so, but I really don't have too much more to say or anything.
All right, so I think that's going to do it for our review. So check out Brave Citizen.
Yes.
And like the video if you like this. And if you want more stuff like this, consider subscribing for more content. And you too could feel the strong welling within. See ya.